Hey everybody, it's Melissa and it's about that time, all right? Y'all have been asking me to be more on top of it when it comes to new fragrance releases, all right? And I'm trying my best. I know I still got a lot of things to catch up on, but about 4 months ago, if you remember correctly, if you watched this video, I tried the newest precious liquid scents that were not launched yet. So at this time, there was, the Aqua Oud, Blue Agave, Turquoise Water, those things launched over the summer. But there was one fragrance in particular that did not launch, and I was getting so many questions about it because I posted it on TikTok and stuff, and I was just in love with the way that it smelled. And this scent literally just dropped 2 days ago, all right? And the name of the fragrance is Iris Sorbet. Now, if you want to check out that first impressions video that I did, go ahead and look on my channel. But I will tell you, there was definitely some that I was not about, but you see that in that video. Anyways, Iris Sorbet is my scent of the day. I have 5 sprays on right now. I have 1 behind each ear in the back of my neck. And I originally just put it in my inner elbow because I was like, all right, like I'll have it here. But then I was wearing the sweater. And I'm like, I can't smell it. I got the sweater on. So I decided to apply it on my wrist. And then I was like, why not just make it my scent of the day? You know what I mean? Like it's just so I could smell it every time I'm moving around. Now, Iris Sorbet to me, just off initial impression, was more of a feminine leaning fragrance. However, you know how it is in the fragrance game, especially in the niche game, people don't care too much about labels. So if you're somebody that tried something like Oud Symphony, and like if you were a guy that loved Oud Symphony, I don't think this would be a hardware at all. Now, hardware. I was at autos, that doesn't really matter. But Iris Sorbet, note-wise, this is what popped out to me, all right? Because off first spray, I was like, there's something juicy and lively here. Yeah, iris. Okay, it's a floral. You can get some iris, right? But it was like a fruity, juicy smell. And I'm like, this smells familiar to me, right? And then my mind went to a fragrance I used to talk about all the time, C Intense by Armani, specifically the black bottle. And if you watch those early TikTok videos, I would always rave about the black currant, right? And I was like, it smells like blackberries. I know that black currant and blackberries, I guess, aren't the same thing, but to me, they just bring about like a similar smell and a similar vibe, right? So with this fragrance, I'm like, it has to be some black currant in there. And then it also reminded me of Black Saffron by Byredo. And Black Saffron by Byredo has like this raspberry sort of smell. And that's my favorite thing about that fragrance because you have a leathery scent and then you put something just lively on top and fun like raspberry, and then it just becomes an even more intriguing scent, right? So that's what I picked up with Iris Sorbet, is it has that black currant, it has that raspberry. There's also a hint of citruses because there's grapefruit in this fragrance as well, but the dry down is musk and sandalwood. And I get so many questions about sandalwood fragrances, in particular, creamy sandalwood. People just love the creamy sandalwood, right? And this has it in the dry down. And I will say, sandalwood isn't my favorite note on me in particular, all right? Just gonna get that out the way. But on other people, when I smell it in passing, it's like a sensual, like woody, it's delightful. That's the best word for me to put it, because I don't find it to be like sexy, but I find it to be like, oh dang, like it smells pretty luxurious to me, right? And the all-around vibe of this fragrance, if I could just put into words the type of person I see wearing this, is just like an effortlessly sophisticated person, right? So like, let's say you don't even have to be like dressed to the nines for the scent. Okay, here it is. Picture yourself or anybody just wearing like a nice white t-shirt, a nice pair of jeans, right? But they're accessorizing with like a dope watch, maybe like a Patek Philippe or something. If you're a Rolex fan, you could do that with like Audemars Piguet, whatever. They just have like that signature piece and they're not like showy about it, right? You know how some people like whenever they get like a hint of something sophisticated, like a designer bag or like gold and stuff, they want to flex it, they want to always have it out, they want like the big pieces, the diamond stuff. I don't see that person in particular wearing something like Iris Sorbet. I see just like a luxurious, like wealthy person that's not showing it wearing Iris Sorbet. You know what I mean? Like whether it is you accessorizing with simple jewelry like gold or silver or platinum, and you have like, you know, minimalistic bracelets on or something. Even if you have layered pieces, that would be great as well. But then to me, when I smell this, I'm like, this smells like somebody that owns a nice watch. And again, if you know watch brands like Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, you know what I mean? If you're in the know in the watch game, then like you know, like the majority of people, they hold something like Rolex to the highest standard, right? They're like, they don't really know past Rolex. It's kind of like, and I'm not saying Rolex isn't, I'm not saying it's not top tier, because there's a reason why it's up there, right? But consider Rolex kind of like a designer fragrance, right? Like to the majority of people, that is the top of the mountain, right? But for the people in the game, they're like, there's a lot more out there that only the people that know, right? So that's the type of person that I see wearing Iris Sorbet. It kind of also has a little bit of like this old money vibe to it as well. It's not a loud fragrance. Don't get me wrong, this does perform. Like you will get over 7 hours of performance with this fragrance, but I do find it to be more of an intimate sort of scent, you know? And I do find this to be like the kind of person that owns like a yacht. You know what I mean? Or like they party on yachts, like they drink champagne, you know what I mean? They know like it's a bougie, it's like a bougie person sort of scent, and it's like the perfect signature scent for that type of person, because again, it's not loud, but it's not understated either, because when you go out and you're wearing something like Iris Sorbet, dressed in that simple attire, like I said, whether you're in a white shirt and jeans and stuff, it's still something like, this person, like they enjoy the finer things in life. I think that's the best way for me to put it, is it's a finer things in life type of fragrance. You know what I mean? And that's the complete vibe that I get for something like Iris Sorbet. Now, to me, I kind of found this on my skin to go a little bit in a gourmand direction. If you don't know what gourmand means, it means like when you smell it, makes you want to like eat it. It smells kind of edible. And maybe that's the whole sorbet thing. I think it's like a raspberry sorbet vibe, but it did kind of get my mouth watering a little bit with the sandalwood. But I'm still debating of whether or not that's me reacting to a gourmand scent, or just the fact that I found it like delightfully delicious, but not in a gourmand way. That might have sounded a little bit overcomplicated, but overall, this is a scent I would definitely like to smell on somebody else. I don't think that this scent is like me in particular. I'm a little bit more rough around the edges, but this is just like refined, classy. Like you don't have to, it has that it factor to it. Whether it's like an it girl sort of perfume, or like if you're a guy that wants to wear this too, I think you'll pull it off really, really nicely. But that's really what I get. And also for some reason, this fragrance reminds me of tennis. And when I think tennis, I do view it as like a luxurious sort of sport, you know, like, I mean, just look at the US Open and all of those tennis events, right? Like who do you see at those events, and just the whole atmosphere of that sport, right? So when I think of Iris Sorbet, if I were to associate it with a sport, it'd be something like tennis, you know? So if you want to try it, I'll put a link for it in the comment section below with a discount code. And again, y'all, you don't have to use it. It does support the channel, but I don't want anybody feeling forced, like, oh, like she's talking about it so that she can get something out of it. You can buy it wherever you want to buy it. But just try a sample of it, do whatever you want. Let me know if this is something that's your vibe. And I can't wait to see how people feel about this fragrance when you actually try it, because it does kind of make you, like when you wear it, like have your shoulders back and down a little bit. You're walking a little bit taller, and it's just like, oh yeah, you just got it like that. You just got it like that, you know? So there it is, Iris Sorbet, Precious Liquid. Link gonna be in the description box and in the comment section below. And I hope you'll have a great day. And the last thing is, in terms of weather, in case I didn't say this, I know I mentioned it was a signature scent. I do think it would smell good in the fall, better than the other season. Actually, no, fall, spring would be good. Damn, even winter. I just don't see this as like a boom, a summer fragrance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, there are citruses, but there again is that creamy sandalwood, and there's that musk in there that might kind of turn it a little bit sweeter than your liking, you know, but I think you can get away with it in the summertime, but just not the extreme high heat. In all other situations and circumstances, this would smell really, really good. All right, there it is, y'all. Hope you have a great day. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.